Hello and welcome to the Car Compass. My name is Sandu, and in today's video I have a comparison in 2027 Kia Telluride. To my left I have the SX Prestige in the X Pro all-wheel drive, and to my right I have the SX Prestige in X-Line all-wheel drive. So these are the top trims, the SX Prestige, and they have different packages, X-Line versus X Pro pretty much. So what are the differences when it comes to these two packages? They both have exterior elements, they both are blacked out because of the X-Line, but the X Pro has the off-road capabilities to where the X-Line only has the looks of it. So we're going to go through a few differences that you're going to find in the X Pro, starting with the recovery hooks that you're going to find on the X Pro to where the X-Line do not have them. Also, the fog lights. The X Pro has deleted fog lights to where the X-Line brings you the fog lights. Now, X-Line, you can only get it starting from EX and up. And what are the trim levels, now that we're talking about this, what are the trim levels that the 2027 Kia Telluride brings you? It's going to be the LX, S, EX, SX, and SX Prestige. Now, the X Pro, you can only apply to the SX Prestige. You cannot get SX in the X Pro or in the EX. Also, the X-Line, you can get it from EX and up. So EX, SX, and SX Prestige will bring you X-Line. X Pro will only bring you SX Prestige. 3 versus 1. That's another difference. Now, as far as the engine goes, exactly the same engine. And now, as everybody knows, or if you did a little bit of research on the new Telluride, you know that they got rid of the V6 in 2027. They used to bring the V6 in the 3.8 liter engine. Now they have the 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine with still 8-speed automatic transmission, but they bring 274 horsepower with 311 pound-feet of torque, to where the old one had more horsepower at 291 but less pound-feet of torque. I believe it was 262 if I'm not mistaken. And also stay tuned, because this year they're going to bring the hybrid for the Telluride. So you're going to be able to get an SX Prestige X Pro if you want to pay the top dollar in the hybrid engine, and that's going to bring you more horsepower, more pound-feet of torque. So you can wait for that. Now, before we move forward, please don't forget to like and subscribe. That's going to really help me out to bring you more content like this on comparisons between old and new, between trims. By the way, check the old versus new in the Kia Telluride that I did here at Kia Folsom in Folsom, California. And a big shout out and a thank you to them for giving me these two cars for the comparison. Also, this video is filmed in 4K. Don't forget to adjust your YouTube settings so you can watch this at the highest quality. The reason I'm carrying a measuring tape is because once we get in the rear, I'm going to give you measurements into inches, not just cubic feet of space, so you know exactly what you can fit in this new Kia Telluride. There is no difference between X-Line or X Pro as far as the length goes, cargo cubic feet of space, or that information. Okay, now that I talked about the recovery hooks and the LED fog lights, what else is different between X-Line and the X Pro? It's going to be the slip differential, and that's going to be a big difference if you want to go off-road. Now, the next difference, the fourth one in our video today, is going to be your ground view monitor. I do not have a picture side-by-side comparison, so that's about it with the differences for the front and the side. Now, let me go ahead and bring the camera closer and show you the front end. There is no other difference in the front end. That's how the X-Line looks like, with the top grille in the matte black plastic and the high gloss inserts, and your Kia in black because of X-Line with your 360 camera, and the bottom is going to be high gloss. Pretty much the same thing, minus the fog lights and extra recovery hooks for the X Pro. And now let's talk about the next difference that you're going to find is going to be your rims and rubbers. And the X Pro in our video today will bring you a Continental cross contact, and the exact size you're going to find is 255 by 60 by 18, and different design of rims, but they are both in one color. And now the X-Line in our video today will bring you a Kumo Majesty X, and the exact size you're going to get is going to be 265 by 14 by 21. Also, suspension is going to be different. The X Pro has the off-road suspension, to where the X-Line is just the regular standard suspension. Now let's move forward and take a look at the size. There is no difference, but still let me give you the dimensions in the new 2027 Kia Telluride. And the length is going to be 199.2 inches. Your width is going to be 78.3 inches, and that does not include your mirrors. Your height is going to be 69.5 inches. Your wheelbase is going to be 116.9. And another difference is going to be your ground clearance. The X Pro has a ground clearance of 9.1 inches, to where the X-Line, I believe it's 8.9 inches if I'm not mistaken. As far as the side mirror goes, there is absolutely no difference. 360 camera, smoke signal light integrated, your auto dimming, heated, automatic foldable, and blind spot assist. So it's a preloaded side mirror. This is the new design, so you're going to have the handles popping out if it's unlocked on both of them, X-Line or X Pro, and then they both come with the same rail roofs up there. Now let's move to the rear and discuss more differences. And now here in the rear, with the differences between the X Pro and the X-Line, I turned the car so the sun beats directly on them, so you can have a better quality of this video. And the difference here in the rear is really your badging. The X-Line is going to be on the passenger side, to where the X Pro is going to be on the driver's side. They both come with the same brake light integration here. They both come with the digital rear view mirror. The camera is going to be located right here. They both have the tucked in windshield wiper, Kia emblems, Telluride emblem, blacked out because X-Line and X Pro, they bring you the same blacked out elements. And then another difference you're going to see is going to be the recovery hooks right here, to where on the X-Line you do not have them, and the X Pro brings them right here. Really nice color for the recovery hooks. And also I forgot to mention that the towing package or the tow hitch on the X Pro comes standard, to where the X-Line it's an added option. So if you don't have that, you'll have to pay $625 for that tow hitch. So let's not forget about this, because that's another difference between X Pro and the X-Line. In 2027, the SX Prestige will bring you the smart parking assist or automatic smart parking assist, and that's going to give you extra sensors on the bumper for the size right here. That's just an extra information. There is no difference between them. As far as the spare tire goes, you have them in both, and there is no difference when it comes to the cargo or the interior. But let me go ahead and open both of them and give you cargo cubic feet of space, and then measuring into inches as promised. So now if you have all the seats up, you're going to get 22.3 cubic feet of space. If you drop that backrest of the third row, you're going to get 48.7 cubic feet of space. And if you drop the backrest of the third and second row seating, you're going to get 83.9 inches of cubic feet of space. Let's see how much space you get into inches. 21.5 right here. Drop that backrest of the third row, go all the way to your backrest of second row, 50 inches right here. Now go all the way to your center console, because you have the possibility, 87 right there. Now your entrance is gonna get you almost 30 inches right there. And then from left to right, if you have the seats up for the third row, it's gonna give you 53 inches right there. And now let me give you what controls you have in both of them, X Pro and X-Line in the SX Prestige. On the left side, you're gonna have controls right here for the second row seating, and it's gonna do just like that. Your backrest is going to be with a belt right here, and that's going to be able to put it in two different positions. Let's put this back. And then on the right side, you're going to have your 12-volt outlet. And also on the left side, back to the driver's side, you're going to have an AC 115-volt inverter, and also your subwoofer from the Meridian 14 speaker sound system. Under here, you're going to have more space, personal belongings, and your tire situation. Your sill plates are very nice, very wide, and that is what the differences between the X Pro and the X-Line for the exterior. Let's see what the interior will bring you as far as the differences go. So I'm sitting right now in the 2027 Kia Telluride, the SX Prestige X Pro. So this is the higher trim. The first difference you're going to find is going to be the inserts right here for the passenger and the driver's seat, X Pro versus X-Line. Nothing else is different as far as the seat goes. You might find different color, different options that they offer, but the design, ventilation, heated seats, the massage, the way you're going to control them and all that, it's exactly the same, no difference. Another difference you're going to find is going to be the engineered carbon accents in the X Pro versus engineered wood accents in the X line. But everything else, as far as the dashboard, as far as the lockable or non-lockable glove compartment, it's exactly the same. They both come with lockable glove compartment. Now the next difference you're going to find is going to be the color schemes in the armrest wrapping for the doors, front and rear. And that's going to be another difference. I'm not sure if you can get the same color in both X Pro or X line, but these two cars that I have in our video today, they have different colors, so I wanted to present that to you. Now let me go ahead and show you a little bit about the infotainment, and there is absolutely no difference between them two. I'm going to show you the map first because I like showing that in my videos. I'm going to put it into reverse to show you the 360 camera right here, and then put it back into parking. You also have another button right here to see your camera on what it does. And then let me show you the interface. Go back home. There you go. You also have hard buttons, which is very nice. This is your interface, very responsive. And then let's go to your setup and give you some safety driver assistance option and what they offer. Let's go back home, slide this down. Exactly the same in both of them. So these are your quick controls. This is your AC and your temperature. Tri-zone climate control, 12.3 inches for the infotainment, 12.3 inches for your cluster. The steering wheel, exactly the same, no difference, with cruise control assistance. Right here, you're going to be able to control your cards here in the middle. And I guess another difference is that you can change that theme display in the SX Prestige X Pro to where the X line does not give you that option, because you do have this ground view monitor and the X Pro capabilities. You're going to have that as another difference, so you can go through your different cards right here just like that. They both come with the levers on the same side, the windshield wiper lever on the right side. The drive mode's exactly the same, Eco, Normal, Sport, My Drive, and then the terrain mode will offer you snow, mud, and sand. They both come with the two wireless charging pads right here, and then cup holders. You can tuck them in just like that, make it bigger here, and then this is going to be your cover. Armrest, you're gonna control it just like this, and then your sunroof or your moonroof is dual. Manually control this one, and then electrically controlled for the rear right there. Your digital rear view mirror looks just like that, and then you do have the home link or the garage door openers. And now this is your heads-up display, and let me show you the massage, heated steering wheel, heated seats and ventilated seats with memory seating right there, and this new handle with the design in 2027, and this is how it looks if the sun beats on it, so you can see it at a better quality. And that's about it for the front. Let's take a look at the second and third row seating between X Pro and X line. And now second row seating, there's absolutely no difference. Same suede for both of them. The headliner in suede, back of the front seats, the top part of the second row seats, and even the third row will have that suede. You have the same exact things here on the center console, the two cup holders with more cubby room here. You slide this back, and that's what you're going to find over there. The pocket is going to be hard plastic, and the two USB-C ports. Up here you have controls for the tri-zone climate control, your air vents, handle here, an extra handle here, heated and ventilated seats in both in X Pro and the X line. I didn't give you measurements as far as the legroom goes. There is no difference, but I just wanted to give you measurements so you know how much room you have. I'm 6 feet tall. Front will give you 41.2 inches for legroom. Second row legroom will give you 40.4 inches, and the third row is going to be 37.4 inches. So I find this a very spacious mid-size SUV at Kia, especially now that they have it longer. The way you're going to control the seat is exactly the same in both of them. Lever here, back and forth, a button here to bunny hop, just like this. And then the same button, you're going to find it here on the top, a lever here to put this down just like that, and that's about it. Now let's go ahead and talk third row seating. Now here in the third row, with differences between X Pro and X Line, there is absolutely no difference. The third row was simplified. There is no more perforation. You do not have heated or ventilated seats in X Pro or the X Line SX Prestige. This backrest, you're able with the belt right here to adjust it and make it more comfortable for long road trips. As mentioned, 37.4 inches for leg room. I'm 6 feet tall, and as you can see, I have plenty of room. Absolutely no issue. You can even move this seat forward and have even more leg room. On the left and the right, you have tweeters from the 14 speaker Meridian sound system, 2 cup holders on each side, 1 USB-C port on each side. The lights here are touch sensitive, to where the second row and the first row will give you buttons for the lights. You do have air vents right here for your passengers, which is a very nice thing to offer. Now let's discuss pricing. The X Pro in the SX Prestige in our video comes at $56,700 and something. Here's the MSRP sticker, so you can get all the information from this one. Does not include any add-ons, does not include delivery fee. Your total MSRP sticker might be different. And now here's the MSRP sticker for the X-Line SX Prestige in our video, which comes at the lower price, and that's going to be $54,800 and something. So that's about $1,900 difference. So you let me know in the comment section below which one you prefer. Do you prefer the X Pro? Do you prefer the X Line in SX Prestige? Maybe you want the X Line look. You can go lower. You can go SX or you can go EX. So take a look at the comparison that I did between old and new, or 25 versus 27, or should I say Generation 1 versus Generation 2. Now, if you have any other things to add, or you want to let me know what I can improve in my videos, please let me know in the comment section below, and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching.